Welcome
Welcome.
to Shade and the City. I am your girl Treese.
It's Nels.
And yeah, y'all, we are here to give y'all the recap for the Before the 90 Days, season 7, episode 12. Um, Catch 22. That was an easy one. Okay. So yeah, y'all, if you haven't already, please make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button for us.
And a subscribe button.
And y'all, I told Nels this really didn't give a lot to me. I don't know. Y'all can drop down in the comments, let us know what you think. But yeah, I was happy that for once that I didn't get the people that I normally get. It was just I don't know, maybe because I was tired. So we're gonna push through. We're gonna get through this review. And yeah, y'all, let's get into it. And let me find my button and let's get shady. All right. So if y'all didn't know, I'm just gonna make the announcement again because I know some of y'all might not even watch the ending credits, the outros. We are on Blue Sky, so make sure that you go follow us. We are there at Shade in the City because that's where we are now because we've X'd that other out. All right. So
I think we heard it on the radio today.
what
Blue
about?
Sky.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
y'all sign up. Do you think they getting 1 million followers a day? I know they like go Elon, go Elon, you know. But anyway, so because we ain't gonna get into the politics of it all. So let's get into this foolishness. It's the Sonny and Veah. So Sonny and Veah admit that they did the nasty, okay, the night before, and they're all smiles about the experience. Now, as they prepare to start their day, Veah asked him if he's ready to meet Rory. And I said, bitch, you just seem like you got you some good peen. Why would you want to mess this up?
Because she was hoping she clouded his judgment.
That's what it was. Okay. Okay. Look, Nell's coming through with that wisdom. Okay. Because with age comes wisdom. So anyway, he agrees. He agrees, but tells her that he wants her to support him. Because basically this is an awkward situation. So basically, like, I want to make sure you don't come out here and sell me out and not have my back. Sonny admits that he's not ready to meet him, but he's just doing this to make Veah happy. And then as they're on their way there, he lets Veah know that, I still feel really weird about this. I'm still uncomfortable with it. And she tries to reassure him and tell him that, just look at Roy as her friend. And Sonny wants to prove her loyalty to him. Wants her to prove her loyalty to him and not Roy, basically. And he is not feeling this idea and, starts to get angry as they're on the way there at the thought. And I was like, well, Sonny, that's when you were supposed to check out. Okay. But then we see them, they finally get there. Can I tell y'all, I was so mad that they left this for the last 10 minutes because I guess this is supposed to be like an exciting cliffhanger or something. And that's not what it gave. Okay, so Roy tells production, like, look, I can be cool as long as he treats Veah right. And hope Sonny don't come in hot. We know Sonny coming in hot, like a hot cake. You know what I'm saying? So Veah introduces the two men, and then they try to play a game of pool. And he's like, so who you think gonna win, Veah? And she's like, oh, well, I don't know. And I was like, this is what he wants you to pick a side. Hope. Pick a side.
I don't for damn sure been like, you, baby, you better whoop his ass.
Right. That's Rory is not your man.
It's already going downhill.
Right. Because I would have been mad at that too. You better big me up. So then, Roy, they make small talk. He's like, oh, what y'all been up to? And Sonny is like, oh, we've been arguing. That's what we've been doing. It's been a lot of ups and downs in this because of you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Sonny, you're wrong. It's not because of him. It's because that one you over there holding her hand. It's because of her. That's where it's coming from. And so your anger is a little misdirected, right? But I thought Rory handled it well.
I mean, not
And
totally misdirected. That man knew he ain't had no business being
okay,
there.
well, I can't forget about him going under the pictures and making comments and stuff like that. So I get it. But so Rory tells him, so basically he's like, I appreciated Rory for this. I ain't even gonna hold you, even though I still think he don't want her, but he don't want her to be with him. He tells him that, I apologize if my presence here caused friction between y'all. But Veah is not well traveled. She wouldn't have made this trip without me. And I didn't want her to go out here by herself to an unknown world. And I can understand where Sonny's coming from, but that's what I'm here for. And then Roy's like, but nigga, she don't know you. So I get both sides, but again, it's not them that's the problem. It's the monkey in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
So then Sonny basically tells her, you need to pick a side at this point. Are you willing to leave? And so Rory's like, yo, if she say she cool, I'll leave. And Veah said, well, I'm not telling him to leave because, the other night when we had an argument and, I said, I was with Sonny. Sonny said, okay, that's how you feel. Um, and so, basically he's feeling like the friendship with Rory is more important than their relationship. And so Rory's like, look, dude, I'm not the problem. They get into a little yelling match, and basically Sonny is still upset that Veah is not telling him to go home. So he said, what you want to do? I done said it many times before. Pick a side. And she says, well, I'm not gonna tell Rory to go home. And so Sonny says, well, you know what? Because we're not 15 minutes out yet. And
She actually she said it with a little bit more bass in her voice than that though. She was like, I'm not telling him to go home.
No, she did. She did.
And then when he said F it, then she wanted to chase after babe, babe, babe. The energy you was just giving, boo. The energy you was just giving was I just F the mess out of you last night, and you should listen to what the hell I tell you and do what
When
the
I
hell I
tell you
say.
it was giving, I'm standing 10 toes down and I ain't sending nobody. I'm gonna have my side piece and my man and want you to say something. That's what Veah was giving. And not saying, granted, maybe they really aren't messing around. I don't know. That's still up in the air for me. However, I think it was so disrespectful, in my opinion. Now, do I think that Sonny came in a little on a 10 and doing a little much? But I can absolutely understand where he's coming from. I need to know where your loyalty lies. And clearly it ain't with me.
And let's not forget, Rory was throwing shade. So I'm definitely coming in on hots.
Oh yeah, because that be, you talk a lot online, then you see
And
me in
now
my
this
face. What's
person,
that? What's that? What, like Stormy say? That's what's up. All right, now let's get into Joey and Magda. I ain't even gonna hold you. This picture don't do this girl justice. Because she's cute. She's a baddie. But
yeah,
this
she is cute.
but this picture does not give that. But when they showed her in the airport, I said, God damn, she cute.
Yeah, she is cute. So he was asleep, y'all. We left off.
What was all that stuff on his face when he woke up? And
I don't know what the hell that was. Maybe he had like pimples or something and tried to put some spot treatment on it. I didn't know what the hell that was. But anyways, he got up. Okay, the man.
I just thought it was the remnants of whipped cream left behind from that you was with the night before. But anyway.
Whoa.
I told you. No shade. We done already confirmed that he is the F boy. Oh, I ain't gonna
You
say
are
confirmed.
worse than me.
So I might be
Worse than me. And you be talking so much mess about how I'm talking about assuming people is cheating. Goodness.
I said
Well,
it.
this man, he literally has only 20 minutes and still didn't pack. He's all joking around.
He the fact that he wasn't packed the night before told me he really didn't want to go or he was doing other
That,
things.
that's really what it was giving me. Because when I'm excited to go somewhere, I mean, I know dudes are different, but at least the night before. When I'm excited to go somewhere, I might be packed the week before.
I mean, if you're doing other things, I get it.
Well, he knows he can't miss his flight because Magda's gonna be pissed the hell off. So then on the way to the airport, he calls Magda, lets her know that he overslept, and she's like, "Clearly, you wasn't excited to see me. You ain't serious."
Right.
And I felt her. I completely understood. But he's already talking about how he doesn't know how he's going to plan the rest of how the rest of their lives together, and not knowing if they're sexually compatible. Sir, you already just get in your mind. You're gonna have sex. If you do have sex, great, but just get it in your mind. It's not happening. Okay, just get it in your mind. It's not happening on this trip.
I was gonna say the way they was on each other at the airport, I think it's gonna happen.
It might, but then this man realizes on his way to the airport that he forgot his passport at home. So they got to turn around and go get it. And at this point, I think at that point, he had 2 hours before his flight took off. So then Joe gets to the airport with less than an hour to get on the plane. Security is packed and the gate is far. But he ran his ass to the damn gate and made it. Okay. Because Magda, we know wasn't happening. So over in Poland, Magda is playing volleyball. She said it's her life. She started when she was 12, along with her dog, who she's obsessed with, named Hades. When she said Hades, I was like, don't that mean hell?
Right.
But
And then
said,
when she explained about him, I said, "Oh, it makes sense."
Oh, with the X. I'm sure he had his name before then, though. It means king of hell. Now, she said she's training him not to hurt anyone because he has in the past. Apparently, the ex-boyfriend cheated on her while she wasn't home, and the dog then bit his man below, his love below.
His love below.
Okay. Now she said that she was working as a prison guard and decided to stop because she want to move to America with Joey, and she know that's her future husband. So what are you doing for money, ma'am? Because Joey said he wasn't sending you no money. So what is really happening? So then she went over to her mom's house to have some girls talk and help her cook. She said that's her best friend. She told her everything. Her mom tried to warn her, be careful, girl, because he is still a stranger. She told her that, she just doesn't know him physically, but they've known each other for 5 months. Then her mom told her, girl, you've done this before with a guy that you just met. Apparently her ex-boyfriend lived in Germany and she moved in with him after just 3 months. And she said it didn't last long because he cheated on her with his ex-girlfriend.
Is it just me? When she was talking to her mama, and maybe it's unfair, I'd love to know y'all's opinion in the comments. And I know, granted, I'm actually one that falls pretty quickly. But it just gave me the vibe that she, and maybe because she's still young, so I'll give her that. But it just gave me the vibe that she just falls too quickly for anybody. Like she's ready to do anything. Because her and Joey only been 6 months, 5 months,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the dude before it, so it just gives me that she falls too hard too quickly.
It gave me what's his boy's name? The one that screwed his family over and over again.
James?
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's immediately what I thought of. I thought of James. I was like, you just don't learn your lessons. Just don't. Doing the same thing, expecting
different results. You took the words out of my mouth.
So, that's part of the reason why, she can't she said this is part of the reason why she can't get this Joey cheating thing out of her mind. And, it didn't help that mama was like, girl, are you sure it was only one chick that he cheated with? And she said she didn't have to talk about these things. Okay. So Joey has 2 hours before he gets to Magda. And, she's at the airport I guess the airport is in Krakow, which is far from where she lives. So she booked an apartment. She said so they can have some romantic time alone for a few days. But you don't plan on giving him that. But okay, whatever. I guess romantic time doesn't have to mean
right. It could be intimacy.
It doesn't mean going all the way. Okay. but this is your husband to be. Anyways, now he finally landed, of course. They're both excited to see each other. She ran up and jumped in his arm with her whole ass out. This is the first time I've ever seen this. Production had to blur the booty.
Mm.
Girl, what you had on?
She had on one of them baby doll dresses.
I mean,
And I mean, no, I mean, I've seen a girl play volleyball, so I seen a little bit of them cheeks, and they was cheeking.
my
So
thing is, she didn't even try to pull it down, no nothing. She was just still just ass out, just swinging.
that's why I said this whole we ain't doing it. That's okay, girl.
Well, she said
Unless her mama told her, girl, don't you give him no cootie cat until you sure that he's serious.
by him telling you, I guess it's gonna make her sure. Now she said she felt
Again,
empty.
she's not the brightest apple on the tree right now.
She said she felt empty before he came, and now she feels complete. And I'm sure later she will feel filled up.
Oh.
All right. We are done with them. And now we are 15 minutes in, right when it's time for Brian and Ingrid.
And you know what? I really didn't have much to give Brian and Ingrid. I respected Brian, Ingrid's position, and I feel like we'll get into it. So, y'all, Brian comes to pick Ingrid up from for their getaway to Recife, I believe it is. He has a gift for her son, which he loves. Now, I did feel some type of way that she got this little boy around him, calling him uncle, and she don't even know what she's gonna do with him. But I get it. You trying to make him believe that this is gonna be something future. But I just still felt it was a little weird. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. But he says that he feels like it's been a cloud over him and groupie. Is that groupie?
Garupi.
I mean, I'm working with my son, and when you sound it out,
it's when you sound it out, it sounds like Garupi. It's Gurupi. Garupi.
Oh, I added a O, so maybe I'm the one that's sounding groupie.
So really it was giving groupie.
So Ingrid is hopeful that their trip to the beach will make them closer. Brian asks if she thinks that her parents will get along, once they're a little bit more comfortable. And she's like, nope, nah. They just set in their ways. They ain't really see it for nobody, but I guess her ex-husband, which is the baby's the son's father. And so when Brian asked her, if she thinks that the parents want them back together, she admits they never want us to break up. But clearly we're not together. So clearly I'm not worried about my parents' approval.
And see, that to me that was BS. Because you literally just said what 2 episodes ago, an episode or 2 ago, that if your daddy knew, he would not let you go. You didn't say, "Oh, I would still go if he didn't want me to go." You said it's a good thing my daddy don't know, because he wouldn't let me go. But now you can do whatever the hell you want. Now you're gonna do whatever the hell you want. Girl, if you don't shut up.
Look, she can do whatever the hell she want when she need to, when she want to. But and she wanted to get and clearly she wanted to go to the beach this time around. So then basically this makes Brian feel a little bit more relieved. And then Ingrid says that, oh, no, I'm sorry. So Brian basically feels like the clock is ticking and they need to solidify. Basically, he need to smash them cheeks before he leaves. Because, to feel like it's real. You know what I'm saying? That they really doing this. So they finally make it to Recife 5 hours later. I was like, damn, I ain't even realized, okay. And then maybe what it was for me, y'all. I'm probably not going on a trip with a man if I'm not staying with him. Unless it's like friends and it's a group of people.
You are, if you're to the point that you're using him or you have no interest in him and you still want to go.
Okay, so that's what I was trying to get to. This screams I have no when he said she needs her privacy and space, but yet you're taking her on a whole beach vacation.
Well, he said that he understood because of the last time they were staying together. So
All
when he
right.
said that, I said, you know what? Well, I can't blame her.
If he's stupid enough to, right. That's why, but I was like, damn, Ingrid, you ain't even gonna stay with the man. You could, I mean, you could still
Because he might want to get to smelling it again, want to get down there, and I don't want it. And now you're gonna get pissed off again. And we a flight. What? How many hours? I don't know.
5 hours.
5 hours away from where I live. I ain't got time to deal with that. You just stay where you supposed to be at, and we have fun when we meet at the beach.
Look, I'm sorry. I got it. I don't really see it for Brian, but that's a good man, Savannah, because I feel like any other man be like, well, we just ain't going. How about that? You can stay your ass in groupie. So anyway,
I feel like he the one that messed it up.
no, he did, but I don't know. I think I would have kept. He's clearly trying to impress her, but I think I would have kept my money in my pocket. That's just me. So Brian and they go on a bike ride. And he's hopeful that she'll end up coming back to spend the night with him. He clips his belt, which I thought was really cute, to the bike as she pedals, so he can they can ride together. And I was like, okay, look at him being innovative. And Ingrid even likes the way that he finds solutions in the midst of challenges, and he never let it overcomes him or whatever. So then they take a break and they have a talk, and Brian tells her he wants her to come back to the apartment and spend some time with him. And we'll see what happens. And he basically tells her he wants to, see if they can take it to the next level and ask her what she thinks. And Ingrid says that, she plans to come visit him in America, spend some time with him, meet his family. And she talks about the possibilities of their future. However, she tells production that it's difficult to be with Brian, but her willingness comes from how happy he makes her. And then he tells her that, basically, I'm getting older and I'm looking for a partner. I need help and, being in this chair. And Ingrid makes it very clear that she ain't got it to do. She said, I'm willing to help with some things, but not everything. And she said, I ain't trying to be nobody's babysitter. So Brian understands that, people don't get into relationships to be anybody's caregiver. But he feels like, when you really love somebody, it should be through thick and thin. And your partner is supposed to support you. And he's unsure if Ingrid is built for that. And I don't think she is.
She's been saying that from the very beginning. She was aggravated that he had her doing anything.
Right. Because he sold it as I was so independent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I feel like if you bring her over to America, that's on you, homie. When she chucks the deuces, and then I'm just saying.
Did you see the for the next episode?
I did, but I didn't see them in it.
Mm-hmm.
What did I miss?
He's been married 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
And I think one of them was a wife in Brazil, right?
Mm-hmm. I thought 2 of them were Brazil. He likes Brazilians. That's what he likes.
That's what he likes.
That's what he likes. All right, let's get into the clown.
Vanja and Bozo. So Vanja got on FaceTime with her cousin, giving her the rundown of the things that happened with Bozo. And of course, just like us all, she's shocked as hell. She doesn't understand how, he could not be physically attracted to her, but seen her on FaceTime and been talking to her for all these months. Her cousin reminds her, girl, he's always been inconsistent. And thinks that it could have something to do with either a flock of women or his ex-girlfriend. Vanja is anxious to find out who this girl is, like from the friends, who this girl is to Bozo. Okay, she wants answers. Okay, so Vanja is getting ready to meet.
You think this was a appropriate conversation to have with his friends?
I didn't, but I
okay, no. I just that literally was the question. Because granted, she might have wanted answers, but I feel like that turned him off. The fact that you
was already turned off. I felt like
no, but the fact that you went up here and told all our business and you just met these because
you lied and you sat up here and lied to your friends. about our relationship for what?
Oh, okay. All right.
I felt like all bets was off when he was like, "Oh yeah, it's better in person." You trying to make it seem like something it ain't.
Well, that's true. Okay. Okay. You got
Um,
point.
so Vanya's getting ready to go meet the friends. She feels like, it's a big deal that, he's still introducing her to the friends. So she's still hopeful. Bojo tells her that, he feels horrible. He didn't mean to make her cry. And he's happy that she is in Croatia. So they get there. Apparently, these are his basketball buddies. And they said they don't know too much about Vanya. He literally mentioned her like about a week ago. Okay. Vanya asked what type of girls he's dated in the past, and they basically said, "Girl, like you. You look quite similar to the ex." Um,
Mm.
then in the confessional, the guy said that he kind of feels like Vanya is out Bojo's league. It's giving the homeboys want you, girl. If
Ooh,
Bojo don't, it's giving they will.
somebody will.
Exactly. So then they asked, how's the chemistry in person? And Bojo said that it's better in person. And she called his ass right out and said, you told me it was a complete opposite and even made me cry. I think that's what started it. She seemed like that made her heated. Like that situation.
Oh
Um,
yeah, he wasn't romantically attracted to her.
yeah. And then she mentioned that they haven't even kissed. So she asked the friends if, he's being this way because he still has feelings for his ex. Then they asked him if he's still in contact with the ex. He said no, not at all. And he said the ex broke up with him because he was too immature for the relationship, and she has a new boyfriend. My thing is, if you're not in contact with the ex girlfriend, how the hell you know that?
Well, that's a great point. I didn't even think about that. That didn't even cross my mind.
How do you know? Either you're stalking her on social media or y'all are in contact. Either
See,
way,
I think I was so impressed by his level of accountability and saying that he was too immature for the relationship that just I
that's
glazed
probably
over.
some shit she told him.
I'm sure, but the fact that he can come out and admit it.
You have to admit it. You live at home with your parents. You ain't got no job. You ain't got no money.
Damn, Tails.
And you how old? Your parents want you, your mama wants you out so bad because you're supposed to be a grown ass man. There's no denying it.
Well, that's a word.
Accountability, child. I need you to take accountability for the fact that this girl flew all the way over here, spent all her monies to come meet you, and then you play in her face when she get there and tell her that you ain't attracted to her.
Well, there's that part. That's that.
Let's take accountability for that instead of lying to your friends, talking about, oh, the chemistry is better in person. So Vanya starts talking about how he didn't even want to even sleep on her couch at the apartment. And he said that, he's just polite towards women. While his friends told him that basically he's wasting her time. The friends was like, homie, you need to stop wasting her time. You need to be real with her. Vanya said that she doesn't need a tour guide. She needs to spend time with him. And his friends suggest that, they lock each other into the apartment for like 24 hours. And Bojo feels like she's being too rushy. Sir, what am I doing here then? Okay. And she feels like this is BS. Is that she would have never came here if she knew she was going to be friend zoned. Then this man told her, after tonight, I think you should spend some more time alone. I'll put the plans for you to meet my mama on pause. Okay. And she said
Well,
she's
yeah, because I think because she spewed all that out. So, not saying that I'm not saying I'm on his side, but if you would do this in front of my friends, and my mama's dying for me to get, be with
so
somebody,
you don't want me to confirm that you're the problem, is what you're saying.
yeah.
You don't want me to confirm that you're the problem. Your mom has high, we both know that your mom has high hopes that you'll grow the fuck up, have a family, get married, move the hell out. And you don't want me to confirm that you are the issue. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, accountability my ass. So yeah, she basically said, she's done. She got up and left. Girl, I hope you find you another man out there in Croatia because they seem to like
Okay.
you and Bojo don't. Okay, just don't mess with basketball players because that is his homies, even though they seem to be feeling you. But
Yeah,
yes,
don't be homie hopping. All right. I don't even know. So this was another reason I was kind of like,
this is
why are
like
they on our screens again?
this is like 5 sentences. This is like
But I just don't understand why they're even on our screens again.
we can just say bye.
Right. Um, but y'all know Rayne is leaving Renee. She's leaving Nigeria. She feels sick because she thought her and Chidi would end up married, but instead they hate each other. She feels like he lied and misled her. And she feels like Chidi wanted her.
Bye. Bye.
He's stupid, but blames Victoria, the sister, because of her bad and negative energy. And then we see Chidi. He looked like emotional, and he can't let go.
He
And
ain't trying to hold on to her.
you stupid. And I love when Victoria's like, "Look, she's not the one. It's okay. You need to move on."
And he said it's a done deal. I'm moving on. He said,
Right.
I'll be moving.
Right. And so Renee says that, they've broken up before. And Chitty has reached out to her and they've got back together. But this time she is done. She doesn't plan to take him back, and she's just happy to be back at home in good old New Mexico with her kids and her chickens.
You know what's so funny to me? When she said she wasn't going to unblock him, and I thought immediately about what you said about how she wanted to go up on the reunion on a tell-all and sing a song to him.
Right. Okay, girl. But yeah, that was like Nell said, it wasn't much, and I don't even know why we needed the scene because I was done last week. And I'm sure most of you were too. All right, let's get into Loren and Faith. I'll be back.
I'll be back. All right. So Loren is at the market, balling out of control. Probably spent the whole $10 to get some gifts for Faith's family. He said he wants to make a good impression.
I love it. I love the balling that's going on right now
Girl,
at the market.
somebody
He's like, what your family need? I got you, boo. I got you. And he literally probably only has like $10 left.
like I said, he's balling out of control with $10.
Right.
Like this is why he loves it there. I get it. I wouldn't want to leave either, but I mean, you nasty.
Look,
Okay.
once the money runs out, that $10 is gonna be a lot.
Child. He said, he wants to make a good impression on them and he's hoping it'll go well so maybe he can get out the friend zone. Faith said her mom lives in a house with her two twin siblings, well, the brothers, and her sisters. And they've never known her to bring a man home. So she's nervous. So she introduced Loren to her mom and her siblings. She has a trans sister who's older than her, who she looked up to and, saw her putting on makeup and, it gave her confidence to, be herself.
Right.
So everybody's shocked that she has a boyfriend and an American one at that. Then at the table, this man is complaining about how the mom cooked the food, but he damn near licking a plate.
That
Talking about,
was just done for me.
and then they started making fun of him. Like, look at how he eating. That's like his American ass.
Right.
So then one of the sisters asked what their relationship status is, and Loren, I'm sorry, Faith said, "Friends, how many of us have them?"
Just have to. Right.
And Loren said that he loves Faith, but so they asked him. They was like, she's not a woman, right? And he said he only likes trans women. Okay. Faith knows that her family wants to make sure that, Loren's intentions are pure. And, especially since, she knows her mom believes that no man is going to want a real relationship with her since she's trans. So they asked how his family feels about it. And he basically said that his mom is totally against it, but he don't care. Okay. And he wants to marry this woman. As long as she says yes. Her sister said, look, I say yes for her.
Mm.
All
Okay.
right.
The sister was like, He can lie, cheat, steal from me. I still want him.
Basically. They said they all seem to be charmed by him, but they don't know his dirty deeds, and she definitely plans to tell them. But they want to give him they want him to
So,
want to see him in the best light first.
so do you think that they were so enamored by him because he's an American, or do you think they were more enamored by him because of
He
the fact that
genuinely
he loves Faith?
I think it's both. I think it's the fact that he's American. One, because
They feel like
they did
she's
mention
gonna
that.
get something better, and
And
little do
also
they know he broke. But
it seems like a general consensus between Faith, the mom, um, Veah,
Veah, yeah, something like that.
Veah.
Veah.
It seems like they all believe that no man will truly love
Want a
you
lady boy, yeah.
exactly if you're trans. So Loren once again is balling out of control. He don't went out to eat with his little money. He got a nice size meal too. It probably cost him about $2. Okay, he's doing all this, but he
I'm
is
telling you,
concerned.
that's good living right there.
Now he's doing this while Faith went to go talk to her sisters. He is concerned that she's gonna let them know that he's a whore and has a STD. And they may not see him the same as that they did before.
Right.
So Faith sat down with her sisters, and they want the tea. Okay. She said she's feeling embarrassed, and they said, "Look, we your sisters. We ain't here to judge. Okay, you can be open with us." So Faith said he has an illness of the horse.
I love the way she put that.
I love the way she said
The
that.
illness of the whores.
I love the way she said that. He has the illness of the horse. It's an STD. Okay, and basically let the sisters know that he cheated, but he thought it was okay. Now she said that he has to earn her trust back. Her sister Veah told her that if she was the one in the situation, you see, she said with a foreigner, okay, like Loren, she said I would go for it. Okay, she said because we're both
He
trans
said he
women.
might cheat. I'd be hurt, but I'd stay.
She said we're both trans, trans women, and it's hard for a guy to find a guy who takes us seriously. See, that's what I mean. It seems like a thing. So I think it's the fact that he is a foreigner and that. And then said, he flew all the way from to the Philippines from the US, so he must really like you. Now, Faith said, no, I'm sorry, it's still what's her face? Veah, she said that she understands second thoughts, but she would move past it because we're all human and we all make mistakes. You know who I thought of when we all make mistakes. You know who I thought of?
My son.
Yes. And Faith, she said she understands what her sister's saying, but she said she wants to be respected and loved, okay, and doesn't want to settle with someone who cheats just because she's trans. I said, you better.
I said, you better, Faith. Yes.
I said, okay, Faith. Okay.
She said, I'd rather be bad by myself without the illness of the horse.
Period. With the illness of the horse. I said, oh my goodness. I love that. The illness of the horse. You got the illness of the horse.
Well, y'all, that was this episode before the 90 days. Like I told y'all, in my opinion, it was a little dry. But yeah, they could have took it down to 42 minutes if we would have just cut off Rayne and Chidi and a lot of other stuff that wasn't important. But yeah, y'all, if you haven't already, y'all go ahead and please make sure you hit that like button for us.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure you guys are subscribed.
And hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Blue Sky, the Facebook, and IG, y'all. I'm still getting used
to it. We've been saying it. You've been saying it for years, okay?
I know, right? But yeah, y'all, and we will catch you next week, and hopefully, it'll be a better episode. But yeah, y'all, let us know what you thought, and yeah, have a great week. Happy hump day, and have a good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.